Hi, this is Jill Blanchett with Green Thumb Stampers. I'm here for my fourth and final alternate to the Welcome in Paper Pumpkin Kit. This is the one we got in June of 2023. And this is the card that I'm going to make. It is a slimline card, but it's based on a basic like envelope you would buy to mail a letter in. Maybe you get like bills and such. It's that kind of envelope, just that you would get at the store. It's not a special slimline envelope or anything like that. It's just a letter envelope that you can get at the store. And so it fits in that, and so nothing special is required for that purchase, because most of us have those kind of envelopes for paying our bills and such. So I'm going to get started. And this one uses a 6 1/4 by 7-inch piece of paper. So I'm going to move that off to the side. Cut this off at 7. Nope, I'm going to cut this off at 6 1/4 here. And then we're going to go 7 this way. And then I'm going to score this one at 3 1/2 while I still got it this direction. And we are ready to go. I'm going to burnish on that fold a little bit. Make sure I got it lined up good. I have a basic white piece that measures 3 1/4 by 6. And I'm going to use this Basics 3D embossing folder from the online exclusives to emboss this piece. It's just going to fit in there. Got to go from corner to corner. And I'm going to go use my big machine, so I'll be right back. Take that out of there. And we will glue this down to the front. And I'm going to put the, like the little flower side up. And then when you put your glue on, make sure you use enough glue, because with all these bumps, it will take a little bit more to hold it in place, because there's not as much of the surface touching down onto the back of the card to hold it there. So we'll need a little bit more glue than what you normally want to put down. All right, then I have, oh, I need my cutter back out again. I'll use my little one now. So now I need a layer that is 4 1/2 by 2 3/4, and this guy is still too small, so the next layer, 4 1/2. Let's see what we got here. 4 1/2 by 2 3/4. So let me cut off 2 3/4 by 4 1/2. That way I didn't cut down that whole piece of paper. And then we need a layer of the white card with the blue on it, and I already cut. So we used half of the card for one of the other alternates. I think it was the second one that I did, alternate number 2, and then we'll use more of it for this alternate. And so we need 4 1/4 by 2 1/2 for this layer. Let me just, we'll glue those together. here. Put those on. All right, then we're going to glue that onto the front. And I did put it off a little bit to the left, just no reason. You could center yours if you wanted to. I put it over to the left a little bit, just to give it a little bit of a, I don't know, a different look, a different feel. So I glue that down. Then I have, I used one of the flags from in the kit, but if you didn't want to use up all your pieces, you could just take a piece of balmy blue, and I cut it at 3 different widths. I cut it at 1/8, 1/4, and 1/2. I believe that was 1/8. No, sorry, this is 1/4. 3/8 and 1/2. And I'm going to use the 3/8 inch because it's just a little bit wider than I like it. A little bit wider like this. So I'm just flagging up the edges. Now you can use a punch. There's some punches that will make a square punch that you can make this notch in your cardstock with. I just try and make a cut up the center of what my piece I'm working on. I cut up the center however far I want it to go, and then I try and do the sides. And then we're just going to lay that across the whole front, and I'm going to pull it over in line with the blue, the Night of Navy. And I failed to tell you that this is Night of Navy, and then this strip is Balmy Blue. And then our final layer is 2 1/4 by 3. So I can get out. So I'm going to cut 2 1/4 by 3. And then we need a white that measures 2 by 2 3/4. By 2 3/4. And I will glue those together. Actually, you might wait until you get your stems put on, just in case you want to flip it over and try it again. But this is what we've got. So I got that layer down, then I have my Night of Navy ink, and we're going to put that little stem from the stamps onto the block and stamp a few little flowers on there, or not flowers, but the stems. And then from there, we can make a pot. And we just need a basic piece of white to put the pot on. And I'm going to use the Misty Moonlight ink for the pot. Or vase. It's not really a pot, is it? It's a vase. And then this one we can cut out with the die that I have over here. Unlike the other video where I thought I could use the die. and it was too small because we used the template that the other pots were punched out of. So we got that down. I'm probably off camera, sorry. Put the vase on there, whoops. I could use a piece of my tape that holds it in place. But when you don't think that you're gonna have this much trouble, you don't get all that out. All right. And there's our little vase. And I will pop that up onto the layer with a little piece of dimensional. I'll put a couple big pieces on there just to hold it in place real good. Get our stems all in the vase. Then we need another piece of white and our little flower from the kit. And I'm going to do 2 balmy blue flowers and 1 in Misty Moonlight. And then there is also a die in the little set that we could purchase that went with it that I will cut them out with. I'll cut all 3 of them. And actually, I am going to make some leaves for this one that I did not put on this one and just see how they turn out. So I'll be back in a second. All right, so I cut out the flowers and I cut out some leaves, and I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of the flowers and pop them up. My other sample card there, I hand cut the flowers so they have a little bit of a border around them. This little flower was probably designed to cut the flowers on the cards that came in the kit, maybe, because this cuts them down a little bit small, but we tried it. I think I like the fussy cut flowers a little bit better. But it will look nice because I added a little bit of the greenery into the mix, so it'll fill in the pot. Now that the flowers are smaller, it'll fill in the space. So I'm going to use my tape because I'm going to tuck it down in there. And then I'm just going to finagle them around to try and fill it in a little bit. Make it look, you can add more flowers. That would be cute too, to just add in a few more flowers. I'm going to put this on the top side. and stick it in there so that it sticks to the vase and not to the back of the card and give a little more space. And then now this is going to glue down onto the front like that. And I'm kind of putting stuff over to the left, trying to eyeball it for up how much space I got at the top and the bottom. I always like to take my light markers and just ground the items a little bit. Give them a shadow down there below, and then I stuck on some of the little jewels from the kit. These pretty blue dots. I think I needed 4 of them. I might need 5. It looks like I got a little bit longer flag on this one than I did my other one. Well, we'll call that good. And there you have it. On the inside, I made this into a wedding card. So I'm going to put the 3 1/4 by 6 inch piece on the inside. I made this one into wedding, as I said, and we're going to use Love and Happiness, and I'm going to put A Wonderful Marriage is the collection of many small happy moments on the inside. And I'll use the Night of Navy. Oh no, I'll use Misty Moonlight. Put that up by the top. And then there's a sentiment that I'll use down at the bottom that says Happy Wedding Day. I think that's the one I want. Yeah, Happy Wedding Day, because that kind of goes with the whole happy. Words from the top. And we'll put that below it. And then we will glue that to the inside. And this will be our 4th and final card for the June paper pumpkin kit. We'll go this way. And there we go. Like I said, this one I added a little bit of leaves to, and I kind of like that. So there you go, everybody. Enjoy. I hope you have a good time making the cards from your kit, whether you make them the way the kit came or shake it up with some alternates. Enjoy, and I'll be back next month.